I want to show you a great way on how to save some money around the house, condo, apartment, duplex, fourplex, triplex, whatever. And it happens to do with this. Kaboom. These are floodlights. And I'm going to take those down and I want to replace those floodlights. And I'm going to end up replacing them with these right here. And these happen to be LEDs. And these happen to be called Eco Smart. And I got the soft white. You know, they have bright white and soft white, daylight. What's the difference? Well, soft white has a yellowing factor, kind of like the old, well, the incandescent. I'm going to turn these lights on here for a second, okay? You see how they're kind of yellowy? You know, that's called a soft white. And if you want soft white, you gotta look at the box and find the soft white. And I'm gonna save money by replacing these. I'm gonna get up here and show you that in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna just climb up there and I'm gonna show you how you can save money with this. These are old floodlights, and I'm going to get one down here, and in fact I'll just take both of them down, okay, and I'll show you what I'm referring to. You know, these spotlights were actually just working fine, so why am I going to take them down and replace them? Well, see, this one happens to be, I call it a spotlight, but you know, you can also call it a floodlight. This happens to be from Sylvania, and see right there, 65 watts. That's per bulb. And these get really hot too. This is an incandescent floodlight, spotlight, and these are LEDs. And they're the equivalent of a 65. You see right on the box, it says 65 watt, but look what it says. Uses only 9 watts. Look at that. This only uses 9 watts right there. 9, can you see that? 9W. Now I had some other spotlights that were 65 watt replaceable LEDs, and they were 7.2, but they were from Philips, and I couldn't find Philips at the store. All I could find was EcoSmart, so those are the ones I'm going to install. 9 watts instead of 65 watts. Isn't that cool? And these will last for many, many, many years. Okay, and when you get them at the store, try to get them in a 6-pack. See, I got a 6-pack here. They ended up only costing I think it was $3.40 each. Okay, if you buy a single or a 2-pack, of course you're going to spend a little bit more. I think you can even buy these in a 9-pack or a 12-pack even. Okay, and so I'm going to get back up there and I'm going to save myself a little bit of money. Even though these cost me some money, in the long run they're going to save me money. Okay, and they look pretty much the same as the other floods, and that's what I want too, because I want it to fill up this cavity just about as much as the old bulb, because these happen to be a 6-inch eyeball trim. You can get eyeball trims 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches. I think you can even get them smaller. I'm measuring one over here. Nope, that's a 4-inch. Okay, this one happens to be a 6-inch. And so you wouldn't want to put just a small little bulb in there because then it would look cheesy. Okay, I'm going to turn this on, and it said soft white, right? Let's see if in fact it looks soft white. And it does. It does pretty much look almost the same as the other. And we just happen to have these on a dimmer switch. When we moved in here, it had a dimmer switch, and yes, did you know most LEDs nowadays are dimmable? And sometimes you have to look on the pack to see if they're dimmable. You used to have to do that, but I think most times now they are dimmable. See? This says dimmable, but if you happen to get some that say that don't say dimmable, maybe they're non-dimmable. And you get them home, you put them up, and you try to turn them on with a dimmer switch, and they'll turn on, but when you dim it down, it wants to flicker real fast, and it won't work. I've had that happen before because I didn't use dimmable LEDs, okay? But like I say, most of the time, they're dimmable, but just check your local hardware store and make sure you find out. Well, that's a good way to save you a ton of money, depending how many floods you have in your ceiling. Okay, here's 2 here, here's 3 more down here. These happen to be, I think they said they were, I think I said 7.2. Let me get up there and just see if I was right. Pretty sure this is a 7.2 from Philips. And this is the, let's take a quick look at this. You see, here's the brand, Philips. Now, it's also dimmable, and see, it says 7.2 watts. And that's 650 lumens. And that's the equivalent of a 65 watt light bulb. I wish I could have found those, okay, but granted, the other one's 1.8 more watts, which isn't going to break the bank, right? And so I'm just letting you know there is a difference in the bulbs. Where you go, what brand you get, and that kind of thing. Okay? Well, there you go. I hope you've learned that maybe, just maybe, you should go around and look at all the different floodlights you have, spotlights, floodlights, whatever you want to call them. You can change them to LEDs. See, I got some 4-inch. I think those are 4-inch. I'm not sure if those are 4 or 3-inch. That might even be 3-inch. I'm having a hard time reaching it here. Yeah, see that? I think that's called a 3-inch. Can you believe they've even got little downlights that are 3-inch? And of course, those are LEDs in there. And did you know, even your lights like this, if you have halogen bulbs in there, you can change those nowadays to LEDs, and an LED could be 4 or 5 watts as opposed to 35 watts if you have the 35 watt halogen bulbs. Lots of times the halogen bulbs come in 35 watt and 50 watt. I think I've even seen them down to 25 watt. Okay, so check that out while you're at the store as well, and see that you can save lots of money that way on your electricity bills every month. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. That was easy. Put a little money in my pocket. Now what am I going to do with these old floodlight bulbs? I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to save them. These are going to be my emergency bulbs in case I ever need them, in case an LED burns out, let's say. And I'll put those down at the bottom of this box because I still have three LEDs. I'll save those for emergency purposes in case I need to use one somewhere else, or just in case I just need to use one. If I don't have any other LEDs, I'll go ahead and put one of these in, and it will remind me that I need to go to the store and get some more LEDs. Okay? All right, that's it from here.